Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today, let's get back to assembling the old Chicago Playfield. It's pretty straightforward. Put some screws in, a little this, a little that. I just gotta get this thing going. I have to separate some of these screws though. 3 of the screws are different sizes. Alright, I believe this one goes here. However, this one goes here. This one goes here. Alright, we gotta take that screw out. I forgot Bally, I like to reuse screws, which is okay. Saves screws, saves holes, saves time. We just need you to get into there. This, yeah, just a ball trough. Getting it back together. There, and that gets to snap into the hole. I kind of like Bally's ball trough versus others. I don't know. I just thought they were kind of neater. I don't know, what's your thoughts? That has to go there. It can't go in front of it, which I would like it to. Let's do this first. Yeah, I guess you want to get snapped in first. This tab right here has to go into the hole here for the trough. So it's like it's like IKEA. Everything fits together and holds each other together. But this, I haven't decided if this is going to go behind it or in front of it. It's going to go behind it. That's what I decided. Yep. I do have to fix one hole already. I fixed a lot of holes on this game. A lot of holes on this playfield. It's an abnormal amount. Oh, I have the right amount of screws left over. Very abnormal amount of screws I've done on this playfield. The reason why is they've used so many different screws in a playfield, and by doing so it stripped out the holes for me, and correct screws were not used. They used a lot of odd wrong screws, so therefore I had to replace a lot of screws with correct screws. It's kind of a nightmare. It's probably one of the most what do you call it, involved rebuilds I've had to do on a playfield. Just because one, it had 4 different posts, and all 4 were slightly different sized. This game should have 2 posts on it, and they should be faceted, which means they kind of look like diamonds on the outside. And they had 2 posts that were like this. One was just a little bit taller and non-faceted, and then these big posts here, they had 2 different sizes of the big ones, which were faceted and non-faceted. So luckily I've had spares that I've hoarded over the years. Luckily. Alright, let's set this over the side while I got clean hands, so I can put some rubbers on this machine. These are good. They're just they just ship them in powder sometimes. It's like the release agent. That comes off real easy. Actually, a towel would be, not a towel, a rag. It would be easier to remove this, because a towel, I'm just shredding it. This is just release agent. I haven't seen this in a while in rubbers, but I had 2 that had it all over it. So I figured, why not use those 2 just to show what release agent looks like. Usually that's all gone. I don't know why it was on. Here, that was I like to do these rubbers while my hands are clean. You will understand when you do a game and your hands are dirty, your rubbers are just filthy. However, you can use a little naphtha, like that, and that will usually clean your rubbers up, like that. Yeah, that's taking all the release agent right off. Is there a lip on here? Yeah. Just get that below the lip a little bit. So I usually put the rubber on flippers before I put the flippers on the playfield. This one I did different for some odd reason. Don't know why. Get my Google magnifyings. Two inch. 2.5. It's bigger. All right. 2.5s are going where? D. And that'd be right here. Are you serious? That is too loose for a 2.5. That does not go in there. About here. I can do a 2.5 there. What are those? E's. Those are 3 inches. Oh, no. Those are not 3 inches. These, C, 2 inch. That I believe is a 2 inch. And this, I believe is a 2 inch. So we will have to get some more 2 inches. Where did I put my screwdriver? Right there. Yeah, I don't trust these sizes. That's why I've been making my own kits. Because if you went by the size that is on here, these are just too big. These are 2.5s. There's 2 inches. Yeah, I don't trust that 2.5 on these. I like the 2 inch better. It's a little more snug. Same here. Well, this one should be 2 inch. This one's supposed to be 2.5. It's just too tight. You can save money making your own rubber kits too. A lot of money. Alright, that is an F, which is 3.5. Let's see if that, yeah, I believe that's a 3.5. Let's straighten out that. Alright, and then these get 2 rubbers. It keeps your ball from sticking. We'll show you. With the one rubber being on here, this ball can stick easier in this groove. So we put 2 rubbers on them, and it keeps the ball from getting stuck in there. It never will let the ball get stuck in your drop targets. So if we put the 2, it will avoid that. I need to tighten up that points on the drop targets a little bit. Alright, that's good. Alright, what else got? That's a C, which is a 2-inch. These are all 2.5s, I believe. Yes. So we don't need those. We need the 2-inch for here. And that I could tighten up a little bit too. Alright, I think that's it for rubber. I need to order some more 2-inch. For these, I'm going to throw those over by my computer so I know I need 2-inch rubber. 2.5-inch I'm well good with. This is what I mean about ordering in bulk. I understand making your own kit is out of it for somebody that just is preparing their game. I highly recommend PCX Pinball on eBay to get kits from if you're gonna get a kit. I highly recommend them. They've always had great kits. Anyways, we're going to get to this, putting these on. Those have to go down first. Let me see if I can zoom in on these. This should be fairly good. Alright, now when I do these, I will need the plastics that go on top, because some of these use other screws. So these two here have their own screws, and the other screws come down from the top through the other holes. And those are holes I fixed already. That's why that one didn't want to go down. These have their own screws, which is here. Alright, that's nice there. This one here, I can't remember what screws are what. So we're going to have to just go along and add screws. No, this one used a longer one. And normally I do these posts with everybody, but man, I had a fun time just lining all these up correctly, so that's why we didn't do the posts together. But normally I do that with everybody. But yeah, these were just so bad. They were so bad. And that's a screw. I don't think I made enough of them. So I did make a longer one. I had a longer one. Wherever that longer one is now, that's the one we're using, which is that one. This is a metal screw right here, which means there's a T-nut on the bottom of this that it threads into the Playfield. So that has a different screw. And I believe, yeah, all the rest of them are wood screws. As you notice, I'm not tightening these down all the way either. I want the plastic to have a little movement to it. Alright, since we're up here, you might as well start working on these. These have a whole different screw. Which are these? Let's focus you in a little bit more. And go up. These have their own special screw. These I all document too when I take the Playfield apart. These plastics, they shine up real super nice. So happy how they turn out. Oh, and these boxes from UPS, they work great for storing your plastics in. UPS. USPS, my bad. UPS has different boxes. USPS has the white boxes. Years ago, see how it's printed in there? That wasn't printed in there years ago. And what I would do years ago, I'd go to the post office and use their boxes and turn them inside out and ship. I would do that. And they knew that people were doing that. I was like a shipping hack. So now they print the inside of their boxes. So you can't do that anymore. There. Oh, that's beautiful. It is so beautiful how that's turning out. I can take that one out. Alright, this is done. Let's zoom you out so we can work on other plastics. There. Let's work on these other ones. I don't think I will need these anymore. Oliver's happy about something. Or angry about something. Don't know what that dog. Your comments all nice and quiet, as usual. Oh yeah, sexy. Woohoo. This one gets special screws. This one gets these screws. Might use washers on them. I don't know yet. Let's see. No, I'm not. I don't like the look of the washers. These are the screws I had fun with too. One of them I had a lot of fun with. Because they put a nut on it and did some tricks with it. All these screws are a little bit short. some junk in it. Yeah, it did. Stuff from cleaning out the screws. It felt like it had some walnut shell in it, yeah, and it did. Okay, that's good now. Let's get to these sides. This one goes here. That goes there. That's a metal screw and that's a wood screw. I don't think I have any of those metal screws left. Nope, I will have to make one. Here's a screw. How long do I need it? About that long. If you never knew what these holes were on your wire cutters, now you know. And down through there. Looks like just a little bit more. And then you cut. I like to do it on the ground. And unscrew it. Put your tool back. Now we can take this. That's a wood screw. It's a regular screw. Go down through there. Actually, I'm going to make that screw a little bit longer. That's a hole I got to fix. So it worked out for the best. So this screw I'm going to make a little bit longer. That screw will get saved because it'll get used on something else. And then when you unscrew it, it cleans the threads. In case you screwed any up. Thought I fixed all these holes. That might be a wood screw too. I mean, no, that's wood. All right, fixing holes. toothpick. Wood glue. Needle nose pliers. I need a little more on there. That's it. Just put the stick in a hole with your glue. Some people like to let it dry. I don't, because the screw, the plug that I put in there is wet now with glue. So when I put the screw in, it's going to mash all that up. It's going to force the glue into the playfield, the wood of the playfield, and what it's going to do, it's going to make one full solid bond. That's why I like to put them in wet. Now if you put them in dry, that's it, they're just in dry. You'll crack the wood glue as you put it in there, and it'll just mash into the wood. I like this way better. Either way works. I just think if I put it in wet and let it go in wet, it will mush and do a better absorption into the, what do you call it, playfield. I just think it's better than just letting it dry. It's my general thought. And that's just how I feel it works better. And I think we're going to be just repairing some more holes here. I might as well just do, those ones have been done. These ones haven't. The reason why these ones have been done is I did go through the playfield and I fixed a bunch of sloppy holes that I had. And I guess I just didn't do these. Oh yeah, that's been done, I could feel it. Those we will fix. See, they're not even that deep either. You can see how big these are. Alright. I'm sure these aren't going to be the only holes, because these ones look like they need to get fixed too. Like I said, I fixed some of them because the holes were just, I could tell they were big. I don't like fixing them ahead of time. However, I didn't know if I was going to do this video in front of you guys or not because of some time constraints I have with my life. I try to do all these videos and get all this stuff documented. However, it does not always work the way I want it. Come on. Like a strand of wood. can already hear how that one went in. Bring you down a little bit again. Let's get on these. I have enough screws now. I actually have extras. Which is good. All right. Fix. 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 Fix those two. Gonna fix those two. Boop. Alright, what time we are? 18 minutes. I think that will do it. Like I said, this is normal for all these years. For these to be stripped out. Because sometimes the plastics get loose over the years and people just tighten them down. They get loose and then they just tighten them down. And they get removed to do something, change a bulb, get put back on. It is normal. You take a screw out of any hunk of wood over and over and over again, and you can strip out the wood. Especially this thing's 50 something years old, possibly 50, and then all the abuse it's had in its whole life with balls smacking on it, vibrations, they just tend to fall apart. It's just life. And my wood glue is a little bit more watery than most wood glues. Reason why I had one bottle that was really old and thick, and it would take forever to come out, so I just diluted it so I could use it. And then I just added it. It was too diluted. So then I just added it to another bottle I had. So now I think it's like I got a good consistency now. consistency. Now you can see how those are holding. Those should hold forever now, or until somebody takes the playfield apart again. Oh, that hole is not good. That just pushed right through. And that tells me, yeah, that one I'm gonna have to, I'll have to revisit it. The reason why is somebody put a super long screw through that hole. And what that did, when I just put that plug in, it just pushed it right through the playfield. So that hole actually goes all the way through the playfield now. So what I'm going to do is put another screw. I put the toothpick pointing up. Hopefully, yeah, now I got it. You put the point pointing up, and the point of the toothpick is just naturally narrower, as you can see. Normally I put just a fat part in the hole to repair the holes, but this time I put the point up so I could get the screw to catch it so it wouldn't push it through, and that's what fixed that hole so it wouldn't push it through the playfield. Oh jeez, I screwed up. Hopefully I don't screw it up again. Duh. Still sitting there. Right there, you can, I don't know, you can't see it, but I can. Let's see if I don't push it back down. Good. That's it. We can put the caps on too, but is that really interesting? I get the caps to go on. Another interesting mod I've seen with these caps, as you can see, they've been cut on the tops. See how it's solid? It's got a cut, 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 and cut. That was an old mod that these people did on their machines. Was they knew these bulbs got super hot, the 44s. They knew they got super hot. So to combat that, they would cut the top of the pop bumper lid. You can't see it, but it would vent out a little bit of heat. I've seen it before. Do not see it often at all. But it's crazy when I do see it. I'm thinking, wow, I can't believe that they were modding these games back in the day. I gotta go through and clean those screws out before I put them back in. But next video will be a playtest video of this in the machine. So with that, there'll be some cool stuff along the bottom here. Give me a thumbs up. If you're a subscriber, awesome. If you're not a subscriber, awesome. Just click that link below to subscribe. Down below is a store where you can get some cool Comet approved stuff, and I'm sure Comet did approve this. With that, take care. Thumbs up, drop me a comment, share all that cool stuff. Take care, and later.